is about the Powerbeats Pro. Now, this is a little bit of a departure. I typically do just high-end stuff, or not high-end stuff, but audio stuff that's very focused on good sound quality, right? And I don't really like most Bluetooth stuff doesn't have good sound quality, but I need to get a Bluetooth headset for work because my other one I was using for meetings died. So I started looking into them, and I've got a couple other videos I'm gonna be doing some other products as well, but this is the first one. And this is the Powerbeats Pro that Apple owns Beats now. So this is the Powerbeats Pro. So the Bluetooth headset. Let's do this first. I think I did an unboxing this. Yeah, I did. So in the box is very nicely packaged. Obviously, it's from Apple. Nicely wrapped. I mean, look how they wrap that cable. I mean, that's like a freaking work of art right there. It's got the tips in there, booklet underneath there, and that's it. And man, these things connected so easily to my Android phone. I put the Android down. I turned on Bluetooth just to see. I opened the case. Is that the right direction? Nope. Yeah, that's it. I opened the case, and it like instantly showed up on my phone. Bang! It's connected. Powerbeats Pro. I was like, what the heck? I mean, it was so instant. It kind of worried me a little that it could connect to anybody's phone, but it didn't. Comes in this case. Man, this case feels so nice in my hands. I just want to hold on to it. It's just, I hate getting stuff like this because it makes me want to keep it. I don't want to send this back or sell it or something. I want it to be great because I just really like holding it in my hand. It has this really like satiny finish to it, and it just fits my hand really well. But and the case has a nice solid open and close to it. Comes with the cable. I showed you that cable plugs in here. It can sit on your desk, charges them. There's a little light here when it's charging. Also, when you open it up, it turns them on, and so the little light comes on. If you can see that right there. They drop in like this. First couple times I took them in and out, I had to mess. Okay, how was it? How did it go in there? But now I've got it, so I understand. You just drop it back in. It's magnetic. So it charges. It's got these two little pins right here. There's even a little soft area there so it doesn't scratch these things. This is the black, which I really like. It's like that same satin finish as the case. It's angled really well to fit inside my ear. I have small ears and I have trouble with a lot of different IEMs, but this one fits really nice, really snug. And man, when it goes right over the top of my ear, and this is not going anywhere. I tried jumping up and down and shaking my head around. This thing didn't move at all. So now, when I first listened to them, because of course that's, oh, there we go again. Okay, there we go. So when I first listened to these, I wasn't sure about them. I mean, I was like, oh wow, sounds really good, but it sounded odd to me, and I thought it had noise canceling. Because what was happening was like a guitar strum or a horn blast or a keyboard on a piano being played really fast and hard. Like, let's say the song was a little bit quiet, maybe some guitar strings, and then suddenly someone starts jamming on the piano or something like that. That would suddenly jump out really loud and then go back to really dark. And so I thought it was noise canceling because noise canceling will have that effect on music. It'll cut off high and low frequencies to try and keep that quiet background. And so sometimes, that's ANC is what's doing it. So and then I read the box and I'm like, there is no noise canceling on these. So that's the other thing. They seal so well. They were nice and quiet. And I thought maybe that it did have noise canceling, but it was just my stupidity. I didn't read the box. So doesn't have noise canceling. But after playing with them and listening to them quite a bit, the sound got way better. And I think it may have just been whatever driver they're using in there needed to break free a little bit. And now the sound is very smooth and it's very good. It's not as good as a wired IEM into like the FIO or something, but I got to tell you, I could easily listen to music on these for a long time. I mean, it really sounded good. Highs were there. Bass is very good. Obviously, it's a Beats product, so they go for bass. Mids were really good. Vocals were excellent on this. I really liked vocals on this. Imaging was very good. The stage was decent. I would say the timbre not so great. I didn't get that 3D realism thing I get from like the Fearless Tequila, not even close. So The timbre, yeah. I mean, they sound great. Don't get me wrong; they sound really good for a Bluetooth IEM, especially for Powerbeats Pro. Right? I never expect good stuff from these guys. Honestly, I hate to say that, but I just don't. I've owned other Beats products and it sounds okay, but it's not great. But the sound was much better than I thought it was going to be. And I I compared these against a couple other wireless, and in fact, one of the wireless IEMs that I compared it against was the Apple AirPod Pro, and this is better. This is better than the AirPod Pro. Now the AirPod Pro has noise canceling, active noise canceling, so it's got those kind of cool features. But they feel like they're going to fall out of my ear, whereas this thing keeps these very snug. Now the other thing I did is I do a lot of phone meetings. I work at home like most people now in COVID, but I worked at home before. What I do is my title is data architect, but I basically I work with data systems and plan cloud migrations, that kind of stuff. Anyway, so I do a lot of meetings, and I put these on, and I actually did a meeting walking across the street to the store, picking up my lunch. And as I was walking over there, I asked the people I was on the call with, let me know how my sound is. I'm testing out a new headset. And through the whole call, everyone was like, your sound is great. They didn't even know I was outside. They didn't know I was walking. They like, yeah, no, it was excellent, the sound. My voice was very clear. They said I sounded like I was right there. I could hear them very well. And the call control buttons and stuff, everything is very easy to use. Both sides are the same. Both sides have volume control, and both sides have, play pause or end call, answer call. So the controls are duplicated on both sides in case you just want to use one. Because that's what I did in my meeting. I didn't see a sense in having two sets on when I was walking around, so I just put one on. Which in one aspect is a cool feature, because let's say I'm using this and the battery's going dead, and I can hear that. When Bluetooth starts to go, the headsets start to go dead, the battery, the voice starts to get a little muddy, and you can kind of tell, sounds a little distant. You could just take the other one out and put it on and drop this one back in the charger and just keep right on going. Supposedly they have a 9-hour battery life, so effectively, if that's true, I didn't test it for talking for 9 hours, but let's say that you could talk for let's say you could talk for 6 hours in this thing. If you could swap back and forth and talk on one and then talk on the other, you could effectively have 12 hours worth of usage, right? Or, stereophonic, 9 hours supposedly. Now, so when I tested these against the AirPod Pro, the AirPod Pro, which has the active noise canceling, and it has very good sound. Don't get me wrong. I mean, this is better quality for me as far as the music goes, but overall, the sound on the AirPod Pro is also really good. I'm very surprised actually at how good the sound is on both of these. I did not expect it. But for the meeting part, the AirPod Pro, I did the same thing the next day. I used those all day. And I walked over across the street to pick up some lunch and walked back, did a meeting. I did some other walking around inside my house with them doing a meeting. And the general consensus from people I was talking to was that I sounded a little bit far away. I kept on getting told, yeah, you sound like you're a little far away. It sounds okay, but you sound like you're far away. Not like when we did the meeting yesterday, because I was in the meeting with the same people. So the AirPod Pro, for doing meetings and stuff, did not have the same sound quality as far as the microphone pickup as this one did, according to my coworkers and customers. I didn't tell them what they were. I just said I'm testing out a Bluetooth headset. And the Powerbeats Pro Day, everyone that I asked said, "Oh, sounds great. Sounds like you're right here. It's very, very, very clear, very good." On the Apple AirPod Pro Day, I was a little bit far away, fairly clear, a little staticky here and there. And I did have some dropout on the Bluetooth reception for some reason. I don't know why. I had the phone like right next to the IEM. I'm sorry, right next to the iPod Pro, but AirPod Pros, but it still was dropping out. I don't know why that is. Who knows? But sound quality on this is better. If I had both side by side, now this one's $249 regular. I was very lucky and I got it on Amazon Prime Day and I got a $75 discount. This is $249 right now on Amazon. I see it all over eBay for $178. And I don't know why that is. I would be very careful with that. if you guys go to buy it out there, be very careful. I bought Beats off of eBay twice and got fakes twice. And I compared them with serial numbers at the Beats website, and it was like, yeah, I have a fake. And you could tell by the quality of the construction too. So I don't know. Maybe those are genuine Beats, and for whatever reason they can sell them cheaper than there are on Amazon. But just be careful if you buy them out there. These are $249 on Amazon. They're $249 at Apple Store, and the AirPod Pro is $199. So these are about $50 more, but they, I believe, have a longer battery life. I can't promise that for sure, but I believe they do. They don't have noise canceling. They do have this connector that goes over this not connector, I'm sorry, this loop that goes over the ear that holds it in place. They connect very easily to the phone, and the sound quality is excellent. The sound quality is, like I said, much better than I expected for a Bluetooth headset from these guys. I could listen to music on it easily without feeling like I was missing anything, other than it just didn't have good timbre. But timbre, but everything else was great. I would recommend buying these for sure. I wouldn't have any problem with it. I'm probably going to keep these. I don't think I'm going to sell them or send them back. I really like these. The AirPod Pros, I just didn't like that much. And these, this is my opinion, okay? But the AirPod Pros, when people walk around with those hanging out of their ear, the little white thing, there's something snobby about it, and I don't know what it is. And even when I was testing it, I had got some looks from people like, oh yeah, you're so cool. But with these, a couple times I was talking to people, friends of mine that came over, or my daughter or my son or whatever, and they were like talking to me. I'm like, hey, I'm in a meeting, and they're like, oh, I didn't even know you had that in your ear. They couldn't see it, right? I mean, it's there and you notice it, I guess, but it's much more subdued. So that I really like about it, and I felt this was very secure in my ear. I didn't have to worry about it falling off, even when I was walking around. So I would take this over the AirPod Pro, but it is $49 more. Is it worth $249? I don't know. I mean, that's a lot of money, for something like this. But I did buy some $32 knockoff styles, AirPod knockoffs, and I got a review coming up on that. But spoiler alert, those suck big time. So maybe you have to spend that much to get something that really does work as good as this does with this kind of quality. I really liked it. But again, I'm not going to listen to music with it. That's not its purpose. It's for meetings, which I do a lot, and for like when I'm driving, that kind of stuff. That's what it's for. Is it worth $249 for that? It depends on your job and what you do. I mean, I live on my phone during the day, so yeah, it kind of is for me, and I can actually write it off because it's a business expense. So I don't know what that is for you. If you're looking for something for that's going to be good music quality and nice accessories, works really well, like no problems at all, connects right away to the phone, all the buttons work great, very easy to use, no steep learning curve. This is a great set. I have no problem with recommending it. I don't know if 249 is in your alley for doing that, but I can definitely recommend it. If you're looking for high-end audio sound, yeah, I mean, don't buy these. You need to go get like a DAC amp, or a DAP, a digital audio player, and then you need to get a set of nice IEMs and do some testing different ones, that kind of thing. But for good audio quality on a Bluetooth set, and as well as good functionality for work and play, like you can definitely go jogging with these, and other they're supposedly waterproof. So I didn't test that. I do jiu-jitsu. That's kind of my sport. And honestly, I would never wear something like this because someone would bring their elbow across my ear and cause me to get a lot of blood in my ear. I wouldn't do that. These are not meant for that kind of sport, physical contact sports. But for running, jogging, I don't think swimming. I don't know why you'd wear something like this swimming, but these are really good. Yeah, so I would recommend them. They are a little pricey, but they are very nice. So I hope this review helped you. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section. Sorry, can't think of it. Too many videos today. Put them in the comments section, and I'll do my best to answer. Sometimes, I have had questions posted in videos, and I don't get to them because I've got too many other things going on, but I will do my best to get to your comments. It may not happen immediately. Sometimes I get to it right away, and other times it might take me a day or two. So I'll do what I can. And of course, the older the video, the less chance I'm going to reply to a comment. So just put comments in the latest video, and that'll be the best way to get me to answer it. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you watching. Take care. Okay, I'm gonna show you the Beats interface for the Beats Pro. This app actually works for all of the Beats products that are Bluetooth enabled to connect to the phone. So once we're in the app, you can see the only thing I have is the Beats Pro. It shows a little picture of it, shows the battery's 100%. I mean, the charging's 100%, battery for the charger is 97%. So what this means is that the case has a battery in it, and when you put the Beats into the case, it charges them. So the case itself has a 97% charge, and the Beats are 100% charged. There's not a lot to this interface. Product features, if you click Explore, walks through how to use it, which is actually pretty cool. This is a very nice little tutorial. Pretty straightforward, very simple to use. We go to automatic ear detection. So what that is that when you put this into your ear, you can have it automatically transfer the audio from the phone to the Beats Pro. So it'll detect it as you put it in your ear. So you can leave that off or on. I leave it on because it's, I used that feature before and I really like it. You can rename it, whatever, register. And really, there's not a lot else. App settings, that takes you into the settings for, how the application itself works. Did you want the app to display over on top of other apps when you're using it? I don't know why you would, but, you can just hit your 3 bars and open up all your running tasks. It's set to do not send. That's what I chose. Don't send any of my information to them. Then all the legal stuff. The Android settings, that opens up Beats, like what it's using and permissions and that kind of thing. But there's nothing to really control on the Beats themselves on the headset. So Explore Beats, when you open that, actually that shows you all their different products, is what it does. So that's pretty useless, but they want to advertise as much as they can. Add new Beats. So if you're going to add another Beat product, that's where you would do it. They've got a help menu here, which pulls from the internet. So you need to be connected to your network. This page right here, it's not stored on the phone. And so you select your device, and then it tells you what have to do. But I don't know how useful that is. And that's it really. So very simple app. No real control on sound quality or anything like Sony has, right? With Sony, you can control their DSP and their surround sound and all that stuff. That's it.